If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 3 of the Wolfsburg career mode here on FIFA 16. We start with the news that Stoke have accepted our counter-offer of £13 million for Bas Dost. So it does seem that he will be on his way out of the club. After that though, it's time to jump back to pre-season international tournament or Champions Trophy action, and we have ourselves a semi-final against Sporting Lisbon. If you go on to enjoy today's episode, then make sure that you drop it a like rating, of course, by hitting that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't already. We've actually hit 90k as of yesterday, so thank you very much for that. We've gained like 3,000 subs in 2 days as I record this commentary on Saturday afternoon, and who knows where we might be by the time you see this on Sunday evening. But like I say, if you enjoy the episode, drop it a thumbs up rating. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days as well. Obviously there is 2 career mode videos going up every single day. This series with Wolfsburg, a My Player series, an episode of which that went up earlier on today, and of course the Chelsea career mode series that started on Thursday and Friday and will return tomorrow. If you don't know what and when I upload, there is a schedule in the description of every single video and on the About tab of the channel page. So if you want to know what series go up and when they go up, check that schedule. But for now, we'll push forward with this semi-final. Julian Draxler was able to give us a 1-0 lead there. Really poor pass by Trash leads to a Sporting Lisbon chance here. Freddie Montero gets it to Andre Martins via a nice link-up pass from a teammate, and we get so lucky. He hits the post and it comes back and hits the goalkeeper. Unfortunately for me, falls straight to Dante rather than the awaiting Sporting Lisbon striker. So they come close to equalising, but can we extend the lead at the other end in the second half? Bas Dost is playing what could be and potentially is his final last game for Sporting Lisbon, for Wolfsburg here. And Trash came very close there to giving us a 2-goal lead. The goalkeeper must have had the most amazing spatial awareness there, because he didn't seem to react at all. And it really wasn't that far away. But this time he does react, Rui Patricio, with a brilliant reaction save to the header from Nicholas Bentner, who again came off the bench to try and have an impact, and seemingly has had an impact so far. They brought on Alberto Aquilani, actually, and he was immediately involved, but wasn't able to find the back of the net for Sporting Lisbon. I didn't realise he'd moved to the Liga Portuguesa, but apparently he has, and it's a deal that was done in real life, not on this particular save as well. So luckily for me, he wasn't able to get the ball into the back of the net, and we're through to the final of the pre-season invitational tournament, which is obviously fantastic. We're putting in some offers for some players now, though. You guys have given me loads of suggestions over the past 2 episodes. Thank you very much for that. We will be moving forward with quite a lot of deals in this episode, some here between the semi-final and the final of the pre-season tournament, and then a lot of deals after the final against Napoli in this pre-season invitational tournament. We're looking at Kevin Volland out wide. We are effectively looking to strengthen in almost every single position with this Wolfsburg side. We do have £50 million to spend, and obviously that figure will go up once Bas Dost leaves the club. So we'll be able to get about another 11 million, I think it was, that went into the kitty, and confirmed on screen now. Stoke City have paid 13 for Bas Dost, and 11 of which has gone into my transfer budget. So we do have just over 60 million now to spend in this transfer window. We're looking for a right back as well. Dani Carvajal was a popular choice in the comment section of the previous couple of episodes, and obviously with Real Madrid bringing in Danilo recently as well in real life, Dani Carvajal might become available, although obviously they have Arbeloa as well, who they'd probably rather move him on as he's more experienced, shall we say. He's an older player rather than Dani Carvajal, who is another young talent in a similar vein to Danilo. But continuing to put in offers here for Junuzovic and for Kevin Volland, just trying to work out a fee plus perhaps a player that they might be interested in, because with the sort of wages that we were looking at for those sort of players, only £50,000-60,000 a week. So if we can actually work out a deal for those players with not really offering them too much more than they're already on, then, you know, with the sort of money we have available, paying between £10 and £15 per player means we could bring in 4 to 5 new players this window, which is exactly what we need to improve this squad. But we played Napoli, of course, in the group stage of this pre-season invitational tournament, and I'll be completely honest, they outplayed me in every single department in that particular game. El Kaddouri cuts inside here, and Christian Trash just leans on him. I cannot for the life of me decide whether the referee has gotten that wrong or not. It is a strong physical challenge, but I still think it's a soft penalty to give away. Trash has just leaned on him, just tried to outmuscle him. El Kadori goes down in a heap. Penalty given, Dries Mertens steps up, puts it into the top left-hand corner, and Napoli have themselves a 1-0 lead. They got a penalty against us in the first game we played against them as well, and Manolo Gabbiadini missed it. This time, though, he's on the score sheet again. He did score in the first game, the only goal of Napoli's game against us. Obviously, we drew 1-1 in that one with a late equaliser from Nicholas Bentner. No, Bentner got the assist. It was Guilavogi, who was on the ball there, that got the equaliser in the end. But they're 2-0 up here now. Obviously missed a penalty in the first game. Napoli scored it this time around. Really frustrated. But Napoli were just so good. We've been able to quite comfortably deal with Sporting Lisbon, actually. In my stream series with Atletico, I'm really struggling on world class, but I think I've got the tactics just right in this particular Wolfsburg side. But what a ball in and finish to Lorenzo Insigne. Absolutely ridiculous the way that he got the cross in there, chested it down and then volleyed it first time before it even hit the floor to whip it in, pinpoint accuracy to get it to the man at the back post. We can't get ourselves on the end of that cross ourselves either. The one thing that's frustrating me right now, and I've seen a couple of people mention it on Twitter as well, every single cross that I seem to put in, regardless of where I try to aim it, seems to drift towards the goalkeeper, always towards this 6-yard box, or try to pull crosses back to the edge of the box and towards the penalty spot. And I just can't seem to get the accuracy with my crosses. It always seems to just loft and sway towards the goalkeeper. But good chest down here by Max Cruz, a decent shot as well, good power behind it. But unfortunately, the goalkeeper was on hand to make a very good save. Obviously now, thanks to that third goal from Lorenzo Insigne, the game is well out of sight, and we are in stoppage time now, I believe, at the end of the game as well. Unfortunate not to get a goal back there through Max Cruz. A good shot, but we'll get the corner in from Ricardo Rodriguez. If we can get a consolation goal, then obviously that would be preferable. Decent corner in as well. Good header by Danny Caligiuri, but cleared off the line by Insigne. Drops to Varinia. I tried to shoot earlier, and then he took that extra step to the right, and I couldn't cancel the shot in time, so it did go wide. Final whistle, 3-0 to Napoli is the scoreline. Congratulations to them. They were by far the better side in both games we played them in. We scraped a draw in the group stage. They are deserved champions of this pre-season tournament. So GG Napoli, you deserve the win. Congratulations on reaching the final of the Champions Trophy. Going deep into the tournament gave us great exposure, and the entire organisation will benefit from it. We're looking forward to a solid season, effectively, is what they're saying there. So we're hopefully going to continue to impress the board this year. They're pleased with the way that we performed in that pre-season trophy, and we'll hopefully be able to bring in some new players here as well. Looking at Nicolas Sula, he's obviously a centre-back we're looking for as well. Quincy Promes is obviously a really strong right-sided midfielder this year. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about him. I wasn't aware of his existence until FIFA this year, and he's taken a big upgrade and looks like a really, really solid player. Nabil Fekir is also a striker we're looking for. Effectively, like we say, we're looking to strengthen in every position. We're okay at goalkeeper. We've got Kuhn Castells and Diego Benaglio as our two goalkeepers, so I'm not looking there. Left back we could probably do with maybe an upgrade, although Schaefer is probably an adequate replacement for Ricardo Rodriguez. Definitely want some centre backs, definitely want a right back, definitely want wingers for either side, whether that be left or right. Definitely want a central attacking midfielder, definitely want a holding midfielder, and definitely want a striker. So we're going to have to try and eke out this money that we've got here as best we can. I was extremely impressed with Manolo Gabbiadini in the games that he played against us for Napoli. He obviously scored a goal in each of the games against us, so I'm actually going to try and steal him off Napoli here if I can, and maybe he'll be a good addition to the side. Looking at John Anthony Brooks as well from Hertha Berlin, still only young at 22 years of age and growing quite well, and 76 rated. 79 rated Hakan Çalhanoğlu is obviously a wonderful midfield player, brilliant on the ball, technically gifted as well, and a spectacular free kick on him. So he would be a wonderful replacement for Kevin De Bruyne in rotation with Julian Draxler, and if we can bring him in, I definitely will do. Kevin Volland is a player that I've never really looked into in other previous FIFAs with any real gusto, because, I don't know, I just never really enjoyed playing with him, but you guys highly recommend him, and so I will look into picking him up. He has high work rates though, so I'm not sure whether he will suit the way that I want to play too well, but if he can do his job, I trust your verdict, and if you say he's good enough, I will definitely go out and try and pick him up. Junuzovic is an all-round midfielder, similar in fact to Maximilian Arnold, the player that we've already got at the side. He'd be fantastic for squad rotation. Danny Carvajal, still trying to work out a deal for him. Obviously trying to save money here and there where I can, but if I do have to pay big for a player, then I will do. Make, I don't really know how to pronounce that name, is a player from the Brazilian leagues that you guys have recommended to me. A pacey right back that has decent stamina, not the best in the tackle, but still young enough to be able to be trained in the right positions, obviously, and grow there as well. John Anthony Brooks still continuing to try and get a deal down for him. We're looking at strikers as well. Paco Alcacer is another striker we're looking to perhaps bring into the club after already putting in offers for Nabil Fekir as well. Quincy Promes, we're still looking to try and nail down a bid for him. Obviously, I'm trying to use some players as make weight just to save a little bit of money and also free up a little bit extra when it comes to the wages as well. Because if we do need to pay slightly larger wages for someone like Danny Carvajal, etc., and pay a larger fee, then I am going to try and free up the extra little bit of wage budget with moving some of the rotation players on as well. I was hoping to be able to keep everyone at the club that we kind of want to keep here, like Tim Closer and Felipe. I am willing to let one of them go, but not both. I will need the depth in the squad, considering we will be playing in the Champions League this season as well. Although, to be completely honest, I don't see us going too far in the Champions League with Juventus and Real Madrid in our group, but obviously we will try our best to get some sort of progression through in the Champions League, or at least perform very well, and hopefully just not do ourselves an embarrassment against two of the largest sides in world football, let alone in European football. But we've had a couple of offers accepted. Weirdly, Napoli accepted the offer straight up for Manolo Gabbiadini, so I was quite taken aback by that. But if I can bring him in quite cheaply, then I definitely will do. Although I would prefer Hakan Çalhanoğlu, although I will have to pay a premium price for him. We're offering Kevin Volland a contract as well. He'd be great out wide. Felipe Anderson that we're looking at as well, is obviously a player that I used last year at Spurs in the Twitch career mode and really enjoyed playing with him. So if I can bring him in as well, I definitely will do. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I say, drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days, and follow all of the links in the description as well to my social media, to my Twitch, to my Twitter, to my Instagram, to my Facebook. All links are down below. You can see the usernames on the screen. My Twitch username is the same as my YouTube, Chesnoid Gaming, and I will be streaming Courier Mode over there tonight as well, so hopefully I will see you over there. But for now, I'll see you next time.